Oh, okay.
Recording in progress.
All right, Brad, hit it.
First one,
Yeah, everybody's ready to go.
I know you said that up until the last couple of days you weren't really doing a lot of hot stuff, but what have you been honing in on in terms of preparing for them?
Well, they're a talented young team that puts a lot of pressure on your defense. And then on the defensive end, you got to take care of the ball. So we've talked about those things. Nate is a great coach. Has always been a great coach in this league, and so they had a great run in the playoffs. And they're a hungry young team. They want to get better. So this is a great matchup of two young teams trying to get better. Mark?
Hey, Jason. And obviously each game, of course, things can happen to dictate this, but what does a rotation, an ideal rotation, look like for you in terms of starter minutes, number of players, that sort of thing?
Yeah, we have to be cautious that, this is the first game, and we don't want to run someone's minutes. And I say this now, and tomorrow they'll probably play these minutes. And, you don't want someone to play 46 minutes, tomorrow. And so it's a long journey, and so we want to be able to get the right minutes, knowing that this is the first game. You always want to leave games healthy, and so that would be something that goes into minutes when I look at the rotation later today. But we haven't had anybody play in the fourth quarter, and so we have to remember that. So we'll look at the minutes and see how stressful the game is on some of the guys, and then we'll make that decision as the game goes on.
Now that it's close, how does this debut feel any different, if at all, from your other two debuts with those teams?
Well, it's exciting. Watching the tip-off of the season last night, we're all excited. Debut, I thought my debut was 2 weeks ago. And so I'm excited. I have a great group of young men who play hard, who play the right way, and that want to win and are very unselfish. And so I couldn't ask to be in a better situation and a better seat.
You mentioned starters not getting to play until the fourth quarter yet. Is that something you can replicate or try and create a situation like that in practice, or is that something you just have to chalk up to not having the opportunity in the postseason?
Yeah, I think it's a combination. I'm used to being around an older team still. I have to sometimes remind myself that these are 20-something-year-olds and not high 30s. And so, understanding that they can play minutes and they're going to want to play minutes. But I think our training camp has been hard enough. Preseason, we did a lot of things, and so I think if you ask Luka, he's going to want to play 48 minutes, and same with KP. So that's good, but we also have to make sure for the bigger picture that they're ready to go, come May, June, as the season goes on.
I don't know, you're still young at heart and young person, but is it harder to communicate with these 20-somethings or young 20-somethings now, and have players changed at all since you were that age?
No, I think it's actually easy to communicate with them. You just have to spend a little time. The communication thing, young, old, it's just a matter of putting in the time and taking time to talk to them, not just about basketball, but what else is going on. And then also, things have changed because it doesn't always have to be a conversation. It could be a text. We didn't have texts growing up. More maybe handwritten letters. But that's a nice device to have, is to get your message across quickly, and they normally do respond quickly when it's a text.
Go ahead, Mark.
Hey, Jason, I know whenever you get ready for Atlanta, you get a billion questions about Trae Young, but of course, if you were scouting for the game and saw last year's games, you probably saw how well John Collins played against Dallas, and was curious just kind of your thoughts on how he's grown in his time in the league and what sort of challenges he poses as you get ready.
Yeah, everybody's going to talk about Trey, Mark, and you're 100% right. When you look at John Collin, his growth, I think it's a great example of hard work and things just not happening overnight. Development, sometimes we want in 30 days or 30 seconds, but it takes sometimes a couple years. And you can see he's very comfortable in his role, and he causes a lot of problems, not just on the offensive end, but the defensive end. And he's one of our young stars in this league.
Anything else? Is there anything on Zoom? I don't see any hands raised. Okay.
All right,
thanks, Chris.
everybody have a good day. Safe travels.
Appreciate it.
Safe travels.
Recording stopped.